Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, Tina, friendly pause. Welcome, everybody, to Sunday Morning Live. Welcome, Bev. Are you in the UK, Australia, New Zealand? Hi, Rochelle. My next guest was going to be South Africa. Good morning, Wendy. Andrea, welcome. Hi, April. Yeah, so when I first moved into my new place here, I did go live up here, but it was a bit loud, but the roofers are gone over there and the neighbors, and it's Sunday morning, a little bit early. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes today and how the Wi-Fi is. This is being recorded and will be uploaded onto my YouTube channel if you have to leave or want to replay anything, as well as all of my lives are there, so follow me there. Hi, Varsha, Rebecca. It's very bright here, so it's a little bit hard for me to see the screen. So yes, if anybody's new, please say hello if you would like. Buenos dias from Mexico. And I am Natalie, spiritual life coach and Reiki Master Teacher. And today we're going to be doing our longest running live stream series, which is, when I was living in Asia, was called Saturday Night Live, and here now, back in the Western Hemisphere, it's called Sunday Morning Live. So, hello, Jolene. Oh, amazing. I imagine you know I've lived there. Hi, Carolyn. Good morning. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about Thailand. And I will be back over there at some point, that side of the world. Welcome, Justine. Nice to have you. So, I think I already said it. I'm Natalie, spiritual life coach and Reiki Master Teacher. So today we will be, there's a bird up there. The format of this session is we will be drawing cards for a collective reading. That means if you're seeing this or hearing this, the reading's for you. If you want an individual reading, you can reach out for that one-on-one and set up a session. Hi, Amy. And then we will be doing Reiki and Ancestral Clearing after that. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. There's a little spider here with us. I think he's a little, or she is a little jumping spider. So, follow me here on Insight Timer if you don't already and you would like to. You can give a donation as well here through the app or other avenues. The nature and the birds here are amazing. And loud. Hi, Michelle. I like your glasses and your pic. So, yeah, and as I said, this will be on YouTube. All of my lives are there. I do different topics. As this one I do every weekend. I'm also doing Michael Singer, The Surrender Circle, and The Way of the Heart, which is in the realms of A Course in Miracles teachings. So join me for those and follow me, then you'll get notified when they are scheduled. And as I said, you can reach out if you feel called. If you want a one-on-one card reading or want to talk about the possibilities of working together one-on-one in whatever way that I do that, feel free to reach out. Yeah. I think that's it. I've got a number of meditations here on Insight Timer. Please check those out. So I do this process called Ancestral Clearing, which we'll be doing today, the general Ancestral Clearing, and it's in the form of prayers. And I have 2 prayers on my meditations here. In the free side is the Master Prayer, and in the premium side is the Comprehensive Abundance Prayer. So check those out if you like. They're infused with Reiki. And yeah, I know a number of you follow me on social media, and likely you saw that yesterday was a special day for me, so I'll just share it here. And I did mention it Friday when I went live, that 26 years ago yesterday I got clean and sober. I was a very low bottom alcoholic and drug addict a long time ago. And yeah, so yesterday was a magical day. Just magic. Every year gets better and better. And, I wouldn't be able to be here with you. I wouldn't be able to be sitting here. I wouldn't be alive. So I really owe everything to that day. And I'm very grateful. So, hi, Jane. Thank you. Glad you love the Master Prayer. So I know that, there's people here that have struggled with addiction or are in recovery. So I share it. I feel that to be honest, authentic, and vulnerable with the purpose of inspiring others is really helpful. And, in my post, I talked about how, 26 years ago, I was looking at 30 years in federal prison. I had just had an abortion. Life happened, really difficult life that I created because of my addiction. And so, yeah, I share that to normalize life, because we all have things. Yeah, so hi, Shanna, Jessica, good morning. So yeah, if you want to read the post, you can do that on my social. I need to put it on my blog on my website as well. So yesterday I went to a meeting and I picked up my chip, and that was super great. And then I got a massage and did some other things. And then it's sunset. So I live on a lake, like it's right there. It's like a 30-second walk to the biggest lake in Mexico. And it's just magic. I mean, this lake and this town is magic. And sunset, sunrise. So I'm there every sunset. And so I got this inspired idea yesterday, a few weeks ago. And if you follow me, you likely saw this, or you heard me talk about it here. I was living in a different town before I moved back here, and one day in the square there was a man holding up a sign that said free hugs. And I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. And so went up, we started talking. Turns out he had a number of signs that said free hugs to give away to people that also wanted to give free hugs. And so I did the free hug thing there with him, and then I took the sign with me here. And I've been looking forward to the day when I would give free hugs on the boardwalk here at the lake. I was going to do it today, and then yesterday I'm like, oh my God, why don't I do it on this 26 years clean and sober anniversary? I mean, there's no better day to do it. Yeah, I mean, that would be unfathomable to the Natalie 26 years ago. To go out alone on this boardwalk, with all these people and hold up a free hug sign and just give hugs. And, it took going out of my comfort zone and just, having an open heart and just being. Isn't this bird amazing? Thank you, Christian. So yeah, it was just, I of course the ego came in with fear. What if nobody wants a hug? And I told myself, Natalie, if you give one hug, it will be worth it. And of course, like 100 people got hugs. Yeah, it's just a beautiful experience. And it would not be possible. It just wouldn't be possible in my active addiction. And even so, even in my sober life, it wouldn't have been a possibility until I became a person who does these things and has taken all the steps along the journey of who I am becoming and the actions I take and the thoughts that I think and the energetic signature that I live in, that I be in, to create that. And I say this to my coaching clients sometimes, of like, we're standing on the shoulders of all the past versions of ourselves. So it's not like, oh, I wasn't good enough or I was bad or blah, blah, blah. Even Natalie and her active addictions, I can have compassion, bless her, and all that needed to happen for me to be here. And so we are all standing on the past version of ourselves' shoulders. So yeah, I put a pic on my story, and I have this Mexican dress that I got here years ago, and I was like, I'll wear my little Mexican dress. And then I forgot I brought this amazing red dress, and the sign is red, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Usually I'm pink, as y'all know. So anyway, I love that I'm competing for the bird. Like, I'm having to talk over it. It's so loud. And, for me to, like, beginning of the year, I don't make resolutions, but I have like an intention. And this year it is for me to live from the heart and to be heart-centered. And so, what a perfect way to celebrate in many ways. And Valentine's Day, I plan to go out again. I may or may not be alone on Valentine's, we'll see. But I won't be alone when I go and give hugs. So we will dive into the cards now. So we're going to open with this amazing Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. So the way I do the reading is I draw like an overall energy, and this is for the week because we do this every week, or it's for like, now, and it's not for next, in a year from now. It's like current. So I'll draw a card and then we'll read this because these are very powerful descriptions that have healing processes in them. So again, if you're joining in, this is for you. This is a collective reading. So pay attention to this card. I also love the this art, because it's ancestral. I just always love this. And even what I just said of like we're standing on the shoulders of the past versions of ourselves, like even here that's indicated. And we could even say we're doing that with our ancestors as well, as like standing on their shoulders. So yeah, let's see what Sacred Rebels has to say for us. And then we'll get clarification from Lightseers Tarot today. How is everybody doing? Hello, Susan. Welcome. Perfect timing. Okay. We may have gotten this before. I know I've gotten it for clients recently. Defend to the end the worthwhile. Defend to the end the worthwhile. So we will see what Sacred Rebels has to say, the guidebook. So I invite you to just, take this in like as sort of a meditation, the high vibration of this message that I'm going to read. It can take a few minutes. No worries, Justine, and this will be uploaded on my YouTube as a recording if you want to catch it. It'll be done within 24 hours. Thank you for joining. Okay. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more than likely cast aside, for the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised? Without its foundation of truth, we are to be forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and also the grief of the world. You have raged at injustice and oppression in your own life and in the world. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love, for whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, "Oh, stop being so sensitive. Stop making such a big deal out of things." Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant that the presence of love is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths. Even if others find the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than to anything else. This includes the fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. They are no less important than the more noticeable or dramatic actions on the path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant with what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. That darkness will be intelligent and sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, that you are just one person and that you can't make a difference anyway. That darkness will lure you into sleepy ambivalence and dull your light if you allow it to. The sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor to be true to what has meaning, and never ever allow it to be cast aside, even if it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life, to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. That joy brings strength to the warrior and an expanded, relaxed awareness that can sense the presence of fear, whether it is masked as anger, hate, or doubt, and immediately respond to it with fierce compassion. The sacred warrior will not allow fear to gain a stronghold within the heart. This oracle has special guidance for you. You are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. This might be in a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. It may be in a matter that does not seem to hold much importance. Perhaps, for example, you're contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you declare it's nothing much, too impractical, too little, or too much. However, what is happening or soon will be happening is worthwhile, so hold tight. Ask for help through this healing process below. Stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are and defend to the end all that is worthwhile. This healing process begins with you putting your hand on your heart, so you can do this. And you can just receive the words I'm going to say and take them in. I call upon the sacred warriors of unconditional love. I ask for your support, protection, assistance, and intervention on my behalf through unconditional love, that what is truly worthwhile for the light and life of the heart be protected and preserved within me and in the world for the greater good. Through my own free will, so be it. These declarations have power. Use that power freely and with great joy. So breathe in. And that's like a large transmission. So just trust that you picked up on what you needed to hear most. Ooh, interesting, Amy. So it was talking about, the word that came in was integrity. It talked about like tuning into ourself and our purpose and what we're up to and what's important, to stand our ground, to live from our heart. If you're hearing this message, this is your path. You're on a journey, you're on a soul journey. And the world is going to have opinions about that sometimes. And then it talked about, not letting the darkness come in, which is the fear, the egoic thoughts, and coming back into love. And don't let others diminish you, your goals and dreams. So I'll just show you the card again. Defend to the end the worthwhile. So what's worthwhile? if you have, if you're faced with something in your life that's like calling you like a choice or a decision, or like it talked about, something creative, that you are sovereign, and you discern and you choose. Yeah, Tina. Sacred Rebels. Alana Fairchild. Yeah, me too. Awesome, it resonates, Tina. Hola, Laura. Hi, Gary. Everyone who's joining in, settle in. Trust you're here at the right time. And we'll get some clarification here. I've got to say, just picking up the deck and seeing the bottom, like this is going on for some of you. So get out of your head and into your heart. Come back into this sacred warrior that's connected to light. Because right now, some of you are too much here. And it's your longest practice way of feeling safe, and that's okay. In my live on Friday, the Michael Singer live, we went deep into this about working with the mind, working with the heart, working with the thoughts. So that replay is up on my YouTube, so check that out. Hi, Maria. Yeah, so it's common, it's normal that we get up in here. And it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's work to keep us safe in survival mode, and it's time to shed all that. We're evolving. Awesome, Tina. Wow, a bluebird, April. I miss bluebirds. I don't think they're here. Maybe I could check, but they aren't in Asia, where I've been for 6 years, and I don't think they're here in Mexico. But yeah, I would definitely have bird energy where I live, and especially when I'm up here on my mirador. So I may be doing more live streams up here. It is Sunday morning, so it's very quiet. So it might just be our Sunday morning lives will be happening from here. Great question, Friendly Pause. So even without a context of spirituality, what you can trust is being with the energy in your body and in the heart. And even if you want to be scientific about it, there are as many or even more, I'm not sure, neurons in the heart than in the brain. So, to be with whatever's happening in the heart, surrendering, being present, as Michael Singer would say, relaxing and releasing, relaxing the body, being unconditionally with whatever's here and surrendering to that is a way to work with yourself and to not trust, the brain. Yeah, heart math, Laura, perfect example. If anybody doesn't know heart math, check it out. It talks about heart coherence, which is what I'm talking about. Ooh, awesome, April. I love Archangel Michael. He's definitely one of my guides, and I have actually an angel that came to me as a guide in Bali years ago, and his name is Michael. So I love that you shared that. And it's like My ancestral clearing teacher, John Newton, says, our mind is not our friend until it is. And Michael Singer says this too, like, we don't want to demonize the mind or make it wrong or bad. Like, it's just basically spewing stuff, because we pushed down and resisted experiences before, and it's trying to cleanse. So, we get to use discernment. Oh, thank you for sharing, Susan. Well, these cards popped out, so these are our cards. So this is a great example, Susan, and I'm going to use it and give, a way to work with that. So there's sadness as a result of past experiences. That's great. You can see that. And you're saying, I'm trying to move on. So this is where the suffering comes and it gets sticky, and that we can stay stuck in that Five of Swords energy. So of course, we don't like it. Most of us don't like lower vibrational, challenging, unpleasant emotions or energies, and we want them to go away so we can feel better. And the thing is that we get to practice being with the sadness or whatever unconditionally welcoming it. Thich Nhat Hanh has wonderful little mantras, and probably my favorite one, and you can try this, or anybody if you like. Welcome my sadness, welcome my fear, welcome my anger. I will take good care of you. I will take good care of you. So that's not, wanting it to go away. That's practicing unconditional self-acceptance and self-compassion. Welcome my sadness. I will take good care of you. Because the only problem ever is resistance to anything. And so if we are in resistance and we don't like it and we don't want it, and then we judge ourselves, why am I sad? Why am I still thinking about this thing? Then it's going to stay stuck. The only way through is presence, unconditional self-compassion, loving acceptance, and being the parent to the part that's sad. And that means you can be sad as long as you want. That part. And it's like there gets to be like a clarification on that. We don't want to do it with the primary reason of like, oh, if I do this practice, then it'll go away faster. Yes, that will occur. But if we have that condition attached to it, then it's like we're doing it with an agenda. And then it's like, oh, but it's not going away fast enough. And then we get into the resistance again. So it really gets to be like unconditional. As long as this part needs to be sad, as long as it takes. So there's a lot you can practice with there. So thanks for that example. The mind is for construction, not instruction. How interesting. Awesome, Amy. Glad you were here. Jody. Glad this is helpful. Glad it makes sense. So we've got 4 cards that popped out for clarification on the message that's coming through. So this one was first. So in clarification to the Sacred Rebels message I read, and it already talked about this. You may be coming up against choices. You may be having choices in your life right now in which there's pressure. There's external or internal pressure. People might be judging you, or you're afraid they're going to judge you if you make a choice. And, in this collective reading, the thing that you're dealing with could be any number of things, but the dynamics can be similar. So you're in a place of like, oh, what choice do I make here? Do I follow my heart? Do I follow conditioning? Do I follow the safe thing to do? Do I trust myself? Do I trust my soul's and heart's guidance? And by doing that, and by shedding the shadow, the maybe it's imposter syndrome, things like that, tell you you're not good enough. Then you will shift out of this. So, I think for some of you, it's like a good, like it's a positive opportunity, or and how many of you can relate to like, oh, like, this amazing thing that could occur, or this amazing opportunity. And then you get into your head, and then you just totally like get stuck in here and in that mind energy, and then totally fuck everything up. And and then you get clinging, like, then it's like it's got to be this way, and then it just whew. So don't do that. Of course, if you notice, when you notice, then you get to work with it. So we've got 2 kings in this reading, so this is interesting. So the next card is the King of Pentacles. So I feel this is saying just like trust. And this pentacle energy is about the material world. So this could be some sort of choice regarding money, regarding finances, regarding something material in your world. And, there may be a person, like a wise person, it could be whatever masculine energy, that might be offering this opportunity. So again, like the guidance is like, do your best to stay out of your head and not get bogged down into all this. What do I do? Trust that this King of Pentacles energy, and it might even be, like I said, a person that's coming in that's going to help you. And then we've got the amazing Fool. Or no, that's not the Fool. It's the same or a similar girl as the Fool card. No, the Wheel of Fortune. So this, whatever this is about, is good fortune. And I feel like you can't fuck it up. If you follow your inner guidance, if you follow your intuition, if you go by faith and not fear. So one of my coaches said something recently that was so simple. They were like, don't ever let fear be a reason you don't do something. Like, what would that look like? Don't ever let fear be a reason you don't do something. Or do something. Don't do something out of fear either. Ooh, wow. Hi, Allison. Awesome. I mean, I feel like this is like behind the scenes of this choice that you're feeling stuck in. It's just like this is all conspiring. going to be amazing. Stay focused on the prize, on, what you want to create. We don't get this card very often in these readings. I'm going to read this one. But basically, the Wheel of Fortune is like good karma, good luck, good blessings. And it's not just something of an everyday occurrence. This is like, because this is in the major arcana part of the tarot deck, which these energies of these cards are much more powerful than the energies of these are everyday sort of energies. They're called minor arcana. So these energies are whatever. These are more powerful. These are like life happenings, big life happenings. What I love about this card, if you see, look at these wheels underneath. It reminds me of what I was saying earlier about we're standing on the shoulders of all the past versions of ourselves and all of our ancestors. And look, she's even got these fuzzy dice around her neck in happiness, doing the tree pose. So just stand strong. And so the last card in this reading is the King of Swords. So this is really supporting everything else in the reading as well. Of like, you get to activate that part of yourself. Swords energy is mind. Swords is thinking. Swords is air. So you get to practice the part of yourself that is sovereign over your mind and your thinking, so that you stay in your, highest joy and in faith. You have it within you to work with the mind. And this is also, it's like wise thinking, knowledge, thinking that cuts through the bullshit, like the lower self, the survival. So when we work with our energy in the heart, and then we come to a place of like peace and, we ground ourselves, then the mind is a wonderful tool. But we can't be coming from fear and shadow and conditioning and expect to have higher levels of thinking that we can trust. And that's why having, a mentor, a guide, a coach, a sponsor, whatever is good to, check our thinking against. So I'm going to pull up the wheel card in the Lightseers deck, and we'll see what the message is, and then we'll get into the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing. So again, this is a shorter message, and take it in. So these cards have affirmations, and the affirmation, and let me get the card out, says, with every spin, I expand. With every spin, I expand. So, we're on this upward spiral. With every spin, I expand. So the meanings are fate, destiny, a lucky break, cycling up through karmic lessons, the chaos of creation, a beautiful surrendering to what is and what will be, and a turning point. So, take on this message, claim it. Get ready, lucky duck. The wheel is about to gift you a moment of divine fortune and charmed outcomes. Synchronicity is afoot, so look for opportunities to propel your life ahead. Be prepared for chance meetings, a beautiful turning point, or a node on the path that will change everything for the better. Get your karma points out and your serendipity glasses on. Because if you open to spotting opportunity, you will find it now, yours for the taking. Just follow the breadcrumbs towards your happy ending. Remember that the wheel is always spinning and things are never the same as they were before. Learn to enjoy this constant regeneration and know that with every spin, we have another chance to cycle upwards towards our own expansion. Trying to control the outcome of fate would prove to be impossible, so don't. Grab your lucky charm, root into your mindset and belief, and know that something wonderful is on the way, because it is. See the spinning of the wheel for what it really is, all the beauty of a lifetime of experiences waiting to spring forth and be lived. Are you trying to control the outcome to the point of stifling your positive luck? Do you believe that your destiny is inevitable, or do you believe you create your future? Would one of these perspectives help you more than the other at this time? Wheel of Truth. Have you created your current situation through choices that you regret? Can you release and transmute your feelings around this in order to free up the present and give the wheel a little more slack so it can spin in your favor? So, I am going to take a moment for the bathroom, and if you need to do that as well. And we're then going to now go into the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing. So get settled into, quiet meditation space if you aren't already. And I will be back in just a moment. Okay. Who all is ready to close with Reiki and clearing? Hi, Rose. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow me here. If you'd like, give a donation. Hi, Duchess. Hi, Mel. And you can catch this and all my replays on my YouTube. Follow me there, Facebook, Instagram, check my website, and all that good stuff, if you would like. Does anybody have any questions about the Reiki and clearing before we dive in? No, it's not behind me. That's just sky. The lake is that way. And the mountains are that way. They're bigger off screen. Okay. So I invite you to totally just relax and receive. Thank you for joining, April. Close the eyes. And just come into the heart, come into the body. Just settle in for a moment. Breathe in, relax the tension in the body, and breathe out, and bring a slight smile to the lips. Breathing in, I calm the body. Breathing out, I smile. Just relax deeper into this present moment and allow the Reiki healing to move in through and around you. Trusting you'll receive whatever is needed for your best and highest good right now. And just relax in this moment. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just surrender. Really focus on relaxing the physical body. Let the in-breath and out-breath lengthen. let everything go. Notice the mind. Notice thoughts and imagine them passing like clouds across the sky of your awareness. If you are feeling emotions that you're resisting, then you can say to yourself, welcome my sadness, my fear, my anger, my anxiety. I will take good care of you. And repeat that. And now I will repeat an ancestral clearing prayer. So relax and receive. Infinite Creator, all that you are. Thank you. We humbly ask that you open, bless, expand, lead, guide and direct us into your perfect light, love, and life in all ways, completely, now and forever, please and thank you. For everyone hearing my voice now, for all of our family members, all of our relationships, all of our ancestors, and all of their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed, please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us, completely and totally, please and thank you. For all suicide, incest, murder, rape, abortion, infidelity, and miscarriage through thought, word, or deed, please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us, completely and totally, please and thank you. For all times we abandoned or were abandoned, withheld love or had love withheld, weren't nurtured, loved, supported, and cherished, and times we didn't nurture, love, support, or cherish others. For all let down in our lives and lineages. For all times we didn't feel safe. Help us forgive all people forgive us. Help us all forgive each other. Help us all forgive ourselves, please and thank you. Infinite Creator, for the highest good, please lift out all weight, pain, burden, sin, death, debt, negativity, spells, hexes, curses, black magic, white magic, guilt, fear, shame, unworthiness, and limitation of all kind. Transform it into your love and let your love flow back in and through us, filling and giving us all complete peace now and forever. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves, be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Notice the shifts that are happening with the clearing and energy healing. Breathe in and relax. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it done, thank you. You can come back to a wakeful state. If you'd like. Thank you all so much for joining, for your presence. Allison, that's a great question. I don't have an answer. It's a multi-dimensional experience and process. And I like your idea. Kristen, Maria, Jen, Bev. That's a Dr. Joe Dispenza teaching. I've been to 3 of his workshops, and he talks about that. You take off your watch, take off your glasses. It keeps, the brain thinking it's going to be looking and seeing if you keep your glasses on. So stay tuned for the scheduling of this week and upcoming live streams. Again, follow me if you'd like, reach out if you'd like. Amazing, Allison. Thank you all for joining. Much love. I will see you all very soon. Namaste.